Oh, it's Mr. Yai. We were having a good time, so we couldn't pay attention to what was going outside. Why are there so many people outside our room? Mr. Yai, if you need any help, you can ask to me directly. It seems that these two weren't aware of what happened outside. There were some small twists and turns in the house, but it has been dealt with. I just came here to check if the two of you were fine. Then there was no need for so many people to come here, knowing that me and Master Xia were in. I'm so ashamed. Apologies, since you're fine we will be heading out. Unexpectedly, it was Cui Jing who came here. That's fine. Cui Jing is much easier to be fooled than Su Min since we're cleared of any suspicion. Shouldn't we hurry and leave? What are you thinking? It's more like showing that we're the culprits. Having said that, your acting was too rough. You got your dirt in my body. Can't you use the true chi of the Six Desires Heart Demon technique? Okay, we can sleep here then. But you're sleeping on the bed. Where should I sleep? Don't you have a brain? Sleep on the floor. Mr. Xia, you are too cruel. I am a delicate daughter. How dare you let me sleep in the dirt? I would like to share half of the bed, but I couldn't sleep well. You would not want to be attacked by my hands in the middle of the night. I think the heated couch outside would be fine for me. Good night, Mr. Xia. The amber has been obtained, and the reputation of Xia Yan has been spread more widely. Also, Su Min actually thinks that Ge Huayu blew up his puppet. I even let Qinger take out the traces he hid inside me. Even if Su Min really suspected something and came here to search, I wouldn't be afraid, so this time, the goal was successfully achieved. At the same time, I was disgraced this time in front of the two great scholars and Prefect Zhang. Father-in-law, I'm back. Well, how about Xia Yan and Yan Ryu? He had been cultivating with Yan Ryu in his room and there was no abnormality. Several servants were rude and lingered outside the house all the time, which inadvertently corroborated this incident. Have you seen the two with your own eyes? Does Xia Yan have any obvious injuries other than lack of energy? Or is there any injury on Yan Ryu? I have seen the two with my own eyes. Yan Ryu is full of energy. Xia Yan seems to have recovered half of his spirit. Not really, I just thought about it a little more. And did those two talk about leaving from here? No, they both seem to be planning to stay overnight until tomorrow. In that case, leave them alone. The power room of the Xuanwu puppet was blown up by a power comparable to an innate master. That thief actually brought such a powerful bomb into the interior of the puppet. Didn't you find it? Kuei Lu? Master, at that time, Steward Su came in alone. We did not find him carrying traces of explosives. I didn't know what was going on. I trusted you so much. The Xuanwu puppet has suffered heavy losses. And you don't know anything in the end? Rubbish. Father-in-law, Kuei Lu has been with you for so long. It would be too much to kill him like this. It's just a puppet. It's not a pity to kill it. There will always be others to top it off. And I don't need waste. My father-in-law is right. I am the one who is shallow. I didn't find anyone pretending to be me. I deserve to die. Please punish me. Steward Su. It's all my fault. Kill me, please. It's not like you're going to die. You're protecting me and you're injured. I am not so confused. The biggest mistake you made is that you shouldn't sleep so dead. If you keep walking outside, the thief who pretended to be you would have taken your presence into account and won't be so arrogant. The death penalty can be forgiven, but the living sin is inevitable. We must teach you a little lesson. I have planted a poisonous eye demon on you, causing heart-piercing pain at noon every day, reminding you of what happened today. Thank you for your generosity. I'll leave it to you, son-in-law, to count the losses. I still have to go to send off the Prefect Zhang and the two great scholars. Yes, father-in-law. Destroyed my Xuanwu puppet beast. I will remember this. Ge Huayu shouldn't have the guts. Could it be that Ge Yi is behind it? But that Ge Huayu may not be the real Ge Huayu. If so, forget it. It doesn't matter if he is real or not. I must take this opportunity to pull Ge Yi down. The next day. Thank you for your hospitality yesterday. We will continue to travel, so we say goodbye and ask Mr. Yai to convey our gratitude to Vice Sect Master Su. As long as you are happy. There is no such thing as a banquet that doesn't come to an end. The green hills will never change. The green water will always flow. See you later. Finally, I was really scared. In the end, we really did it. You still have the nerve to say that. It was all thanks to me. I've been working very hard, and most of the accidents were clearly led by you, Mr. Xia. How can you blame it on my head? Do you blame me? I am the famous Zhengling Xia Yan. How can it be my mistake? Alright, it's my fault. Isn't it okay for me to compensate Master Xia? In any case, we have achieved our goal, and we have taken the first step to dispel the oath. When I first ascended to the innate, it was extremely dangerous. I think it's the same case for senior brother Huayu as well. When it comes to cultivation, one cannot be careless. But I have to prepare for the big event in half a year. It requires a lot of time. In order to avoid collision between the two sides, the trip to Western Lan is not urgent. I can wait for the end of the 9 Sects conference, and then make arrangements. Don't worry, I know what you're talking about. Gui wants to stay with me for half a year. Yen Ryu also mentioned that for half a year. What will happen after half a year? 9 Sects conference? Should I talk to Yen Ryu? Forget it. Listening to her tone, this seems to be a well-known thing in the demon sect. All these questions seem to make me so naive. I know that the senior brother is reliable, but in order to avoid disputes between us, I still have to make it clear with the senior brother. What do you want to say? About Zhao Shi, the last stage of his practice of the black prison ghost head is to catch a Purine woman and torture her in every possible way to make her turn into a ghost and raise it with the black prison ghost head after her death. And I just met Zhao Shi's conditions, although others felt that Zhao Shi would not take action against me. The Purine body is too rare. If Zhao Shi sets his eyes on me, it would be my end. So you killed him first? And Ge Huayu happens to be the one who takes the blame, so your little game is playing quite well. He is the son of the Taoist master. If the Taoist master knew that it was me, would my family still be alive? Therefore, it is really a last resort to frame the senior brother, and I can still get the senior brother out of this mess. Although I don't know why you used your true face to grab the Yinshian fruit, but this is also an excellent excuse. I told the Taoist master that a person who looked like Ge Huayu killed people and seized treasures, but I was not sure if it was really Ge Huayu. After all, Ge Huayu is the son of 1,000 faces. It does not make sense to grab the treasure with his real face. It is possible that other people pretend to be him. The Taoist master thinks it makes sense, so he sent me to investigate you. I see, that's simple. Then you go back and tell your master, Zhao Shi was killed by me, Ge Huayu, and there is no mistake in that. What are you saying, brother? Go back now and tell that Zhao Shi was killed by me, Ge Huayu, and ask the Taoist master to come to the Mo Xin Sect to find me. Wait, this matter can be resolved easily. Why are you doing this? In fact, the Taoist master had already talked with your patriarch Yuan. However, the Taoist master still needs me to make the final judgment to believe. Now is the chance. The reason isn't important to you, so it's best not to ask. In short, do as I say, and then you will be less suspicious. I was wondering why Guy was so calm about Chongling Dao's visit. It turned out they already had a talk, and here I really thought he wasn't afraid of Chongling Dao. Senior brother, don't you believe in me? You are my first and foremost sister. How can I really be bothered with you? Let me help you bear this. Don't be too moved. Brother, let's be straight. If the Mo Xin Sect is plotting something against the Taoist master, then I won't hold back either. Junior sister, you think too much. Your Taoist master will not be stupid enough to enter the mountain gate formation of my Mo Xin Sect. Without the suppressing the mountain gate formation, what can we do to your Taoist master? This woman can really be thoughtful. I did not think of this. I am just worried. However, the Taoist master previously told Lord Yuan that he would come over to ask for clarification, but it's just a delaying tactic. Once it was confirmed that Zhao Shi was killed by you, he would not come to the Mo Xin Sect at all. Instead, he would use all means to kill you. So he never planned to come there? And let me give you a suggestion. If you seek revenge on my Ge family, just target me and my father, so as to not make the Mo Xin Sect and Chongling Dao in full hostility. It's likely I won't use my original face, so you can't find me. As for father, he is a highly skilled martial arts expert. No matter what, just let Chongling Dao keep Guy occupied. I will see if he still has time to search for me. Why is he going against his own sect? Sister, what are you thinking about? I will do what you say, but we have made such a big move at the conference, the real Xia Yan won't find me along the way, right? Brother, have you thought about this? Don't worry, he won't find you. Brother, how are you so sure? If Xia Yan really wants to find us, then he will look for me first. Trust me, he won't, so just do what I say. Alright, I'll do as you say. It's just as I thought, this guy is not Ge Huayu. I originally thought that this guy had other things in his mind, but I didn't expect that he actually planned to admit it directly, and even took the initiative to take this crime on him. Admitting the killing of Zhao Shi is absolutely impossible for the real Ge Huayu to do. Selfishness is carved into his bones, and no matter what face he has, this will not change. No matter how much evidence there is to prove that he is Guhuayu. As long as he violates this rule, he must be a fake. He is really a powerful guy. He can kill Guhuayu and even hide from Gu and the Mo Xin Sect. Who would he be? Xie Yan. Neither the literary talent that impressed Master Yang nor the pleasant temperament could be imitated casually. His performance was too perfect, just like the real Xie Yan. If he was Xie Yan himself, it would make sense. So he really doesn't care about the interests of the Mo Xin Sect, and deliberately seeks trouble for them. But do I have a choice? This guy has almost all of Guhuayu's abilities, and the trip to Shilan country could have hardly be accomplished without him. That's also why I ignored it all. I really wanted to ignore all of the flaws he had. But this guy brought all of them to my attention. I couldn't ignore them. Regardless of whether he is Xie Yan or not, he must have had his purpose in disguising as Guhuayu to infiltrate the Mo Xin Sect. Maybe I can use this to blackmail him. Sister, what are you thinking about? I'm thinking, Master Xie, you look so good. It can be possible, but it is not necessary. At least it is not necessary for now. Master Xie. If I really tear his face off, it will make him kill me. I am not afraid that he can kill me, but why bother? Let's try this first. Where is the living corpse blood leech? After you stole it, I have not even looked at it. Here, see for yourself. Yes, it's the real thing. The guy did get his hands on it. He didn't deceive me. Give it to me. I thought we were going to the Shilan country in 6 months. What are we doing now? It is always important for me to be prepared first. What should I do if you eloped with other people behind my back? It's better than worrying about you ditching me. We both carry a great oath. I will only be more anxious than you. And there are still Chi Source spirit stones in the Shilan treasure house. I must go there. So don't worry about the blood leech. You'll get it when we leave. Can't you trust me a little more? What's more, at that time, I'm afraid you won't dare to walk on the street with your own identity. So how can I find you? If I run into Xie Yan, what should I do? It is not impossible. But if you see Xie Yan, don't take the initiative to go up and talk. You may encounter the real Xie Yan. Remember that only I, the fake Xie Yan, will take the initiative to talk to you about the Shilan treasure house. You have a lot of stuff going on, but I can wait, otherwise I would have just ignored you. Get off me. I'm not playing with you anymore. I'm going back to the sect to see the Taoist master. The Chi Source spirit stone in Shilan treasure house attracts him, and he is also willing to continue to play. Goodbye. Remember to tell your master that Zhao Shi was killed by me, Guhuayu. Then, come after me and my father, and try not to mess with other people of the Mo Xin Sect. I know, I'll do my job, don't worry, Master Xie. In that case, as long as he can accompany me to unlock the Great Oath of the Heart, it is not impossible for me to pretend to know nothing. It doesn't matter if he is Xie Yan or someone else. Thinking about it carefully, Yan Tsuyu's ability to advance in this situation is indeed powerful. Qing'er feel that master has fooled her well. Silly Qing'er, do you really think she was fooled that easily? Isn't she? Then how could she leave so easily? Yan Ryu is very smart. She knows very well that some things are more beneficial to her than revealing me. As long as I am willing to cooperate, I will always be Guhuayu for her. Oh. As long as the interests of both sides are the same, Yan Ryu will be the best partner. Like this kind of high emotional intelligence, knowing how to read, willing to do low. Also, her martial arts is not low and her techniques are not that common in this high martial world. In front of Qing'er, this woman has a different face. Qing'er, what are you talking about? Qing'er is saying. Qing'er misses the patriarch's sister. Master, when can we go back to the Mo Xin Sect? I also miss the patriarch's sister. Don't worry, if everything goes well, we can go back soon. Really? Only if everything goes well. If it doesn't, then we may not be able to escape. But it doesn't matter, even if something comes up, I also have the means to deal with it. Qing'er can't understand. Now, this is the last and the most difficult step, to fool this fake father. Mo Xin Sect, Guyi's residence. Lao Gu, we have a long-term relationship, so I thought about it for several days, and still wanted to remind you. The chief elder of the branch of words of desire, Xu Wuchang. When Huayu came back, it seemed he has changed a lot. His temperament is also more and more unpredictable. With this kind of change, it will only cause trouble for you. You have to think about how to deal with him. He is like this because of his new technique. I have already thought about the countermeasures to deal with it, so don't worry. No matter what, he will always be my son. Yin Qi Communication Talisman, Huayu? Father, here! Why you? What the hell are you doing? Why are you insisting on me going down the mountain? I have a good thing to report to you, Father. The matter is urgent, so I can only let Father take a trip. What? What's the matter? Why did you call me out secretly? I wanted to tell you something. Father, do you know about the country of Shilan? I remember it's a small country close to the Han Dynasty that doesn't have any contact with the outside world. Why did you suddenly mention this place? Yes, Shilan is a small country unknown to everyone. But what if I tell Father that there are well-preserved chi-source spirit stones in the Shilan treasure house? Chi-source spirit stones? Why you? Did you say chi-source spirit stones? Yes, I am talking about the chi-source spirit stones. If you offer it to the sect to fuel the base of the mountain gate formation, then this achievement cannot be surpassed for a century. Why you? How did you hear about it? Is this for real? It was Yen Ryu who told me about it. Yen Ryu? Chong Ling Dao's Jade Beauty. When did you get involved with her? It's not me, it's Xie Yen and Yen Ryu who are related. I disguised as Xie Yen to take a break in Yudu, but I didn't expect to run into Yen Ryu. According to the information I got from interrogating Xie Yen, he and Yen Ryu are actually old acquaintances and have a common secret. It's a pity that this Xie Yen guy died before I could ask for the secret. Last time I met Yen Ryu, I couldn't do anything to her. This time she came here by herself, so I prepared a script to deal with her. After some investigation, I finally learned that the secret is about the chi-source spirit stones in the treasury of the Shilan country. A few years ago, Shilan Wei, Shilan Treasure House, saved Mother, the Great Oath of the Mo Xin. This story is basically what Yen Ryu told me, but with Ge Huayu being replaced by Xie Yen. This is very strange. Didn't he belong to Qin Xinxi? He just started traveling the world 2 years ago. It's impossible for him to know Yen Ryu. Damn, I took half a day to fool him, and he is concerned about this. Father has no idea. In fact, Xie Yen has been secretly trained by the patriarch of the Mo Xin Sect. If not, how could he become so powerful in a year or two? Fortunately, I had thought about these obvious problems. So that's how it is. By the way, did Xie Yen inform the Mo Xin Sect about the treasure house? Don't worry, Father. He hasn't told this secret to anyone. The Shilan treasure house can only be opened by the blood of the royal family. In order to prevent the treasure house from being stolen, the blood of the members of the royal family will be exhausted after death. So Xie Yen and the two spent a lot of time trying to revive Shilan Wei's bloodline, until Yen Ryu discovered a strange thing, a living corpse blood leech. According to the last generation of Man Tian Xing's record of strange things, there is this thing called the living corpse blood leech which needs to drink blood to live. As long as enough blood is replenished, the living corpse blood leech will reproduce the host's blood. It will keep on producing it until it fills the host's body and makes it the living dead. Father, please look, this treasure has the living corpse blood leech sealed in it. It is rumored that the living corpse blood leech has long been extinct, but I did not expect that there are some still left in this world. In fact, this was actually one of Su Min's collection. It took me a lot of trouble to steal it. Su Min? You stole this from Su Min? Yes, it was thrilling, but it did work out. My son is really capable. You can even take this from Su Min's hands. I won't ask you how you did it, so as not to reveal too many of your secrets. What the hell, I have been preparing for so long just to make up a false statement, but this bastard didn't ask about it at all. If I had known that he trusted me so much, I shouldn't even have mentioned about Yen Ryu to him. You can keep the blood leech, and Shilan Wei's body is still in Yen Ryu's hands. Since Yen Ryu has made the great oath, she should not dare to play any tricks. You will work with her to get the spirit stones on behalf of me. Don't worry, Father. Good, everything is going smooth. However, are you sure Su Min doesn't suspect you about the robbery? It is true that there were some flaws, but as long as I'm disguised, the problem is not big. How are you so sure? Father, in the end, Su Min found out about the robbery. Although I could escape from him with my disguise, I could feel that he have marked something in my body. I wanted to meet Father outside the sect because I'm afraid to be recognized by Su Min. Marking? How come I didn't see it? With my technique, I can sense even the slightest trace in my body. I will be forced to block the smell inside the body during the night, but now it cannot be blocked. I am now covered with this smell. If Su Min is here, he can certainly find me. Don't move, let me have a closer look. Father, the smell is pretty intense here. It was indeed Su Min's method, but I didn't expect that his olfactory support had been trained to such a level that the demonic breath would linger like a pox attached to the bone. If it wasn't for your skill, it would have been really confusing. Fortunately, you noticed it, otherwise, if you go back like this, Sumin will indeed find you. I have already extracted the aura, it should be fine now. Father, really, how do I feel that there is still this smell on my body? It's still there. Is your skill this powerful? But after this, whether it will be regenerated or not is really not guaranteed. After all, that guy Sumin's martial arts skills are not weaker than mine, and his techniques are really not that easy to crack. Even Father can't guarantee it, so what should we do now? Father, do you know this technique? Why not teach me? I'll see if I can crack it myself. This is a very profound technique. I don't know much about it. Even if you do learn it, still you can't break his technique with it. It's not necessary to use the complete technique. Just the basics would be enough. My divine skill is unique, otherwise it won't be able to temporarily suppress that mark. I just want to try to see if I can reach it. Somewhat reasonable, but it's hard for me to reach the complete smell of desire branch Gongfu. I've outlined some of its basic techniques. Have a look at it yourself. Really? That's great, Father, let me see. I didn't expect it would work, but I actually got it. As long as there is a fragment of the 6 desires, I can use the system deduction function to complete it. Well, my demonic infuriating chi can be stored for about half a month. Before the infuriating energy dissipates, you can take a look. Take it, however, in a short period of time. It is impossible for you to fully understand this, and even if you master it, you may not be able to decipher Sumin's technique. You can only try it. I shouldn't have been impulsive enough to steal that corpse blood leech. What are you talking about? You stole it for the sake of the chi source stones, and to help me sit on the patriarch's throne. Father, I know, now is a critical time for you. I cannot give Sumin leave a handle against you. My work here is done, the next is to run away. For now, I can only stay away from the Mo Xin Sect and Sumin, so that I'm not exposed. If in a short period of time I can't break Sumin's technique, wait until I get the Chi Source Spirit Stone and offer it to Father, so that Father can completely surpass that old man Sumin, and I will come back to you. Father? Can you get the Chi Source Spirit Stone within 6 months? I will fight for it, but Yenryu said she would not go to Shilan country until half a year later due to the 9 sects meeting. I am afraid that the time will just collide. I have no idea about this 9 sects conference. Anyway, just let Gui give me an explanation. Indeed, the 9 sects conference is more important to you. Okay, you can go to the Mo Xin Sect as Xia Yan first, and I will try my best to defeat Sumin within half a year. You don't have to worry about things over Chongling Dao, huh? Who's sending a message to Gui? Shit, won't I be able to get out of here? If I can't get away, I will give you a big news. Do you really had to force me to it? Why you? You can't go now. The Patriarch called an emergency meeting for the elders and asked me to bring you to it. Mo Xin Sect Sovereign Hall? That's how it happened. The Xuanwu puppet that this old man had just repaired was tragically destroyed by the thief in one night. But this bastard, he was not only great in deceiving everyone with his disguise, but also has great strength to escape my claws. Chief Elder of Desire to say Banch, Zhu Wucheng. Vice Sect Master Su, are you talking about Huayu? Chief Elder of Desire to hear Branch, Jia. How could Huayu do such a thing? Vice Sect Master Su, do you have any proof? Chief Elder of Desire to touch Branch, Shenmengya. If that's so, then how could the Vice Sect Master Su ask the Sect Master to invite us for a meeting? Chief Elder of Desire to smell Branch, Kun Ling. Chief Elder of Desire to see, Wan Bu Si. Fatty, I didn't ask you, why are you interrupting? It's obvious, why should you ask? Young Master Huayu, there is no reason, nor is it necessary for him to make such a move that violates the sect. He does not have the reason, nor the courage, but his father has. This man is afraid that I will give the Xuanwu puppet to the sect, thereby overshadowing his popularity, so he let his son destroy my most important treasure, and if you don't believe me, I have left a mark in his palm. I will be able to draw it out for you. And when Ge Huayu suffered my attack, he must have been seriously injured. Let's see if he has any injuries. Ge Huayu wouldn't really have done this, would he? Then Vice Master Su wouldn't be so sure. Don't panic, wait, let the Vice Sect Master Ji come. I have to tell this first. Ge would never dare to bring Ge Huayu here. He might have either locked him up or let him escape. Vice Sect Master Su, these are all one-sided words. Let's wait for Vice Sect Master Ge. Then just wait and see. Everyone is here, am I late? Vice Sect Master Ge, you are finally here. I already know about it from the Sect Master's talisman, and I deeply sympathize with it. But what does this have to do with my son Huayu? Gui, don't pretend with me. Where is your son? Vice Sect Master Su doesn't need to be so aggressive. Right. Vice Sect Master Ji, it's nothing for us to make small troubles in private, but the Xuanwu puppet was originally a treasure dedicated to the sect by Vice Sect Master Su. Your son has been in a big trouble this time. If Vice Sect Master Ji insists on covering him up, he may not be able to convince the public. Vice Sect Master Ge hasn't spoken yet. Shut up, you fatty. I have good intention, Shenmengyu, don't be ungrateful. If Vice Sect Master Ji is not willing to hand over Ge Huayu, then how can he convince the public? How to convince the big guys about the decision made by Vice Sect Master Ji? So what? Why is there a quarrel? Am I not here at the right time? Ge Huayu. Huayu. You are here. Haha, what did you just say, fatty? Who does not know how to behave? Just as I expected. Before I came, I had already explained everything to Gui in detail, and I just had to force Xie Yan's identity to add a setting that would also be simple and easy to understand, which was enough to explain why Yan Ryu didn't doubt that Xie Yan could also pretend to be Su Jiu, and the rest would be okay, just change a few small details, and it all becomes true. And about the serious injuries, I also made up my own concept of a unique healing medicine to deal with it. Gui is smart. As long as Su Min couldn't find a real evidence, he could be completely defeated in this matter. Since I can't leave for a while, I might as well stay and mess up the Mo Xin Sect before leaving. What's going on? Is this man healed? Vice Sect Master Su, Ge Huayu. It is absolutely impossible for him to recover in just one night. The most important thing is that the demonic breath has also disappeared. Could it be? Gui, how dare you make a fake son to fool us? Isn't Ge Huayu best at finding a substitute to be himself? Huayu, show Vice Sect Master Su your only divine skill and let him see if you are real or not. Okay, father. That slight residual demonic breath in my body has been locked up, and no one could find it. Vice Sect Master Su, my tyrannical body can't be replaced by anyone. Is this the only divine skill in the world? How can the power of pure flesh and blood be able to send out such a powerful aura? This feeling, it's really the same Ge Huayu from before? How is this possible? The breath of Bai Mao is definitely not wrong. It was definitely him who appeared last night. Now I cannot sense it. Could it be that Gui has removed it? Or was it a fake who discovered my breath of Bai Mao, and deliberately sold a breakthrough, destroyed the Xianwu puppet beast, triggering a dispute between Gui and me? No, it's not. This fake can't be that great. Besides, if he really concealed before Gui, and made such a big deal, Gui should have found the clues. It is not possible to speak for him now. All this can only be explained by Gui, who is the mastermind behind the scenes. It must be this Ge Huayu who was seriously injured. And Gui treated him. Only then did he discover the breath of Bai Mao that I planted, and then removed it easily. Even if this Ge Huayu is a fake, it is a fake that was played by Gui. Gui, very, very good. It must have cost a lot to cure Ge Huayu in such a short time. But now I really can't bring the matter to Ge Huayu's authenticity, otherwise, Gui will take the opportunity to push the problem to the fake, and he will be unscathed, which is not in my interest. It's really troublesome. Gui has dealt with 2 strong evidences in a row. I'm afraid it won't be so easy to convince the Patriarch to dismiss Gui. I don't understand what you are saying. If Vice Sect Master Su has suffered from hysteria, please ask the doctor to come to your home for treatment, so as not to harm other people outside. Your son was caught last night bombing my puppets, and you have the nerve to say I am hysterical? You say it's Huayu who blew it up. Where's the proof? Don't argue. Vice Sect Master Su said there is a mark on the thief. Huayu has now come. Can Vice Sect Master Su sense the mark? Not for the time being, but maybe it's Gui who's up to no good. That's your proof? He can disguise himself, has a powerful and brutal body, and can freely enter and leave my puppet beast. Who else can be the one responsible? Gui, how much longer do you want to be devious? It's really outrageous, if I haven't done anything. No matter how much plausible so-called evidence you come up with, you can't fabricate black and white. What's all this noise? Yuan Xing finally came forward, this sect master Yuan. In fact, I was quite worried about him before, but later, I inquired about his reputation in the Mo Xin Sect. He is a martial arts idiot, and he doesn't care about the management of the sect at all, otherwise he would not have established 2 vice sect masters so early, and also the entire sect is managed by Gui himself. The quarrel cannot come to an end. Sect master, Gui is too annoying, he doesn't want to admit anything. Su Min dared to accept the frog chanting, which means that he is not afraid of the sect master. Or it's just that the sect master Yuan does not care about these. Sect master, Huayu has been in seclusion training, he has not done anything, how could I admit it? A sect master who does not want to care about anything, a vice sect master who is unforgiving, a vice sect master who has losses in his heart. I am looking forward to what this shit can become in the Mo Xin Sect. Let me check Huayu's body, and we will know. A surprise attack, but fortunately, I am prepared. Sect Master. Apart from the broken dantian, Huayu had no other internal or external injuries, nor did you have the so-called special mark of Vice Sect Master Su. His suspicions can be cleared. Thank you, Sect Master, for clearing Huayu of suspicion. If that's the case, then continue to investigate, and after finding out the real culprit, make a decision, and leave this matter to Vice Sect Master Ji to arrange for you. As for the repair of the Xuanwu puppet beasts and the disaster trick in Yidu, 1 or 2 can be made up by the internal library of the Mo Xin Sect. Roger. Very good, this is the end of today's meeting. If you have no important business, don't disturb me. Vice Sect Master Su, Sect Master has left. I will arrange for someone to investigate the matter of your Xuanwu puppet being bombed. Stop pretending, let me tell you, it's not over yet. What the hell? This Sect Master Yuan is more sloppier than I thought? But this is fine. The biggest obstacle is gone, but the problem has not been solved yet. It is time for me to shine. Although the Sect Master has not been in charge of things recently, this time the decision was too hasty. Yes, the Sect Master was too hasty this time. Since the Sect Master intended to abdicate and let me and Gui take turns to reign, I have been forgiving Gui a lot, but the result is, he has injured all the disciples on my side and destroyed my puppet beast. Sure enough, evidences are missing, and I can't do anything to Gui for the time being. Then let's settle it with this. With your ability, how could it be possible to leave solid evidence? But with so much evidence, isn't it obvious enough? You have already taken advantage of the political affairs to suppress me, it's too much. In the future, when we compete with the Taishian sect, my puppet beast Xuanwu could have been a great power. How many good things for our Mo Xin sect will be ruined? Gui, you are not only shameless, but also short-sighted. In order to suppress me, you want to sacrifice so many of the Mo Xin sect's interests. You are so selfish. Gentlemen, think about it. Can our Mo Xin sect let a person like Ji hold the big picture? Does he really have the ability to run the Mo Xin sect? Someone who just cares for himself and not the others. Su Min's trick is great. The sect master couldn't get through, so he played the emotional card, trying to split Ji Yi's subordinates. The sect master has already come to the conclusion that this matter really has nothing to do with us. Don't be fooled by Su Min's acting. Gui, you are thick-skinned, there's no point in arguing with you. I will ask your son now. Ge Huayu, although the sect master has checked your body, I said before that these 2 pieces of evidence have long been made up by Gui for a certain price. Look me in the eyes and tell me, did you do it? Nope, not me. This guy Su Min has finally shifted to my side. However, I did not receive any source points, and this guy is still playing on the topic. Ge Huayu, looking at your face, who would believe that you didn't do anything wrong? I didn't do it, don't talk nonsense. Father, I shouldn't have come back, I neglected something very important. I didn't expect there are other constraints for my technique. I can't deny what I have done, or I will be backlashed. When I was with Yenryu in the past, no one would keep questioning me about what I had done, so I didn't realize that there was still such a constraint in the skill, and the current situation is not good. Huayu, if you have something to say in public, don't use voice transmission to communicate with Vice Sect Master Ge, so as not to cause suspicion. The chief elder of the desire to hear branch is so powerful? Even the voice transmission can be detected? But that's fine, it's more suitable for my needs. What are you transmitting to Ge? Say it. Come on, Su Min. What are you doing to the younger generation? Huayu has been retreating and practicing recently, and his spirit is a little dazed. Just now, he also asked me how to deal with it through voice transmission. Moreover, as soon as he entered the door, it was difficult for you to speak viciously to the Vice Sect Master Su, and he was inevitably a little nervous. Very good, I didn't receive any negative emotions from Father, which means that he didn't doubt me, and I can play more exaggerated next time. Do you think I will believe it? This Ge Huayu has such poor psychological endurance? Something is wrong, however, this is a breakthrough that must not be missed. Ge Huayu, tell me, did you blow up my puppet? No, it's not me. Su Min, what are you doing to my son? Vice Sect Master Ge. It was your son who did it. You must ask your son, and when I see him like that, he is clearly guilty of being a thief. Vice Sect Master Ji, you should let Huayu speak out for himself. Elder Ji, Huayu is a little bit mentally. It's not me. It's not me. It's really not me. Why are you running? Come back. What do you want, Sumin? Ge, Huayu is guilty of being a thief. What are you anxious about? Vice Sect Master Ge. Vice Sect Master Ge, you better not interfere. Explain, did you destroy my puppet? No. No. What is the situation? I didn't use any force, did I? Huayu. Sumin, you old man. Get away from me. Ge, are you going to rebel? Huayu, what happened to you? Father. I don't want to answer. Vice Sect Master Su keeps pushing me. I may have been backfired. Ge, you really dare to fight with me in the main hall of the Sect Master. Ge, Huayu's madness and running are inexplicable. Fatty, you are blind. Can't you see that Huayu is seriously injured? Humph, don't think you can get away with this. Elder Zhu, take care of Huayu for me. Yes, yes. My patience has reached its limit. If you hurt my child, I will teach you a lesson today, even if I have to be punished by the Sect Master. Alas, Vice Sect Master Ge, what is the reason for this? It was because Vice Sect Master Su was rude. Finally a fight broke out. Forcing myself to be seriously injured and triggering Ge was a great idea. I really didn't expect Ge's reaction to be so big. I even received a source of pity, which made me a little soft-hearted. But who told him to force me back? If I don't make a big deal with it, it will be a shame. Next, it will depend on when Sect Master Yuan will come to clean up the mess, the later the better.